Selena, there are many iconic erotic dialogues that have made history in cinema. But would you say that your character's line is going to make history as one of the sexiest dialogue in Spanish ever heard?
I don't know if I'm sexy enough for that, but I don't know how to answer that.
A mí sí me parece que eres sexy.
Well, I'll have.
Oui.
I don't know how to answer that. I'm sorry. Like, what do you mean? Because I say a bad word in the movie?
No. It was.
Oh, it was. Yeah. Oh, I mean, well, that's the writing. That's the writing. That's definitely not me. I think it was genuinely a very powerful moment in the movie, and it's very poetic.
Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber have been the two women at the center of pop culture's most relentless love triangle for years. And now that Selena is officially, undeniably, legally Mrs. Benny Blanco, the question that consumed every fan page, every comment section, and every group chat on the planet was the same. What would Hailey say? What would the woman who married Justin Bieber, the man who once held Selena's heart, do when the girl the internet spent years defending finally walked down the aisle into the arms of someone else entirely? The answer, when it came, was nothing like what anyone expected, and yet somehow it said everything. When Selena posted those breathtaking wedding photos on September 27, 2025, the caption simply read September 27, 25 with two small white hearts, and within hours the post had collected over 14 million likes. The ceremony had been held in Montecito, California, a private and intimate affair surrounded by the people who mattered most to her, and the images showed a woman glowing in a custom Ralph Lauren white halter gown, standing beside the man who had looked at her like she had hung every star in the sky. Benny Blanco, in his custom tuxedo and bow tie, captioned his own post with 4 words that sent fans into a full spiral. I married a real-life Disney princess. It was tender, it was joyful, it was everything, and celebrities from Camila Cabello to Amy Schumer flooded the comments with love and tears. But the comment section everyone was scanning, the name everyone was searching for, was Hailey Bieber's. And there she was. No speech. No lengthy declaration. No carefully crafted PR statement. Hailey Bieber, the model, the road founder, the wife of Justin Bieber, had quietly, without fanfare, like Selena's engagement announcement back in December 2024 when Selena announced she was marrying Benny, a subtle but deliberate move that the internet had clocked immediately and debated for months. It was a gesture so understated it felt almost louder than words. She didn't congratulate. She didn't comment. She didn't make it about herself. She simply pressed a button and let the action speak. And fans have been trying to decode that silence ever since. Because the silence from Hailey Bieber in a story this loud is its own kind of statement. This is a woman who has spent years being cast as the villain in a narrative she never asked for, pitted against Selena in a culture war that fed on their mutual proximity to one man. Last year, Hailey sat down for an interview and said plainly that the hatred directed at both of them was vile and disgusting, fueled by made-up and twisted narratives that she found genuinely dangerous. She said it was never about her and Selena as individuals, it was about what the internet chose to make them represent. Two women reduced to symbols in someone else's love story. And yet, even after saying all of that, even after the 2022 photo of the two of them together that was supposed to put the feud to rest once and for all, the drama never truly died. That's partly because of what happened on Selena's actual wedding day. While Selena was exchanging vows in Montecito, Justin Bieber was spotted outside a music studio in Los Angeles, and later that same evening he posted a carousel of basketball photos on Instagram set to his own 2025 song, I Do, a romantic ballad he wrote about his marriage to Hailey. Fans lit up immediately. The timing felt impossible to ignore. Whether it was coincidence or provocation, the internet decided it was neither innocent nor accidental, and the trolling came fast and merciless. Sources close to the situation would later tell outlets that Selena and Benny found the recurring cycle of Justin-generated drama exhausting, that Benny in particular was deeply protective of his new wife, and that the couple simply wanted to live in their joy without being pulled back into a story that no longer had anything to do with them. And that's where Hailey's silence becomes its own complicated masterpiece. Because just weeks after the wedding, Hailey sat down with the Wall Street Journal magazine to talk about Rhode, her beauty brand, And when she was asked about comparisons between her line and Selena's rare beauty, she said something that detonated across social media like a delayed explosion. She said she didn't feel competitive with people she wasn't inspired by. She called the constant comparisons annoying. Selena reportedly saw the comments. Sources claim she couldn't help but respond, posting something briefly to Instagram before deleting it. And suddenly the wedding glow felt like it had a shadow creeping at its edges, the old narrative resurrecting itself like it always does, stubborn and hungry. What makes this entire story so impossible to look away from is that neither of these women appears to want this war. And yet the world keeps dragging them back to the battlefield. Selena is married now. Deeply, radiantly, unmistakably in love with a man who publicly calls her the most beautiful girl in the world and cried finding her lost handwritten vows the morning of their wedding. Hailey is a mother, a businesswoman, and by every public account a woman who has endured years of online cruelty with more composure than most people could manage. And yet here they both are, still orbiting each other in the public imagination, still being compared, still being watched. Hailey's silence on Selena's marriage is either the most gracious thing she could have done or the most calculated. And the fact that both interpretations exist simultaneously is exactly why fans can't stop talking about it. Some say the liked post was genuine warmth between two women who have quietly made their peace. Others say the absence of a public congratulations on the wedding itself speaks volumes. And a third faction says none of it matters because both women have moved on, and the only ones still living in the triangle are the fans. But even that debate is its own kind of answer because when it comes to Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber, the story never really ends. It just waits.